guys and welcome back. Today is a really special day. It is Meghan and Harry's wedding day. I really wanted to create her makeup look from the day, so I thought that I would watch along, I would see her makeup, decide what products I think she may have used and recreate it for myself, for you guys. I have had so much fun putting this together. I've been watching along with the wedding, I've been getting ready. I just thought this would be such a lovely video to make, kind of as I'm watching it, create it for you guys. This is my full interpretation. I don't yet know exactly what she's used on her face. There's a few products in here that I've heard she is a big fan of, so I've used some of those as well. As a wedding day look, I absolutely love this. If you do want to see how I recreated this interpretation of Meghan's makeup, then please do keep watching. Okay, such an exciting day. I am really excited about this. I've never really done a look for someone and I've been wanting to for so long, kind of like recreating a celebrity's look or a really famous person's look or something like that, and I've never had the opportunity because I've never managed to pick the right person. So today I thought this was a perfect day and I wanted to do it as it all was unfolding. Just 'cause I thought it'd be more fun that way. So right, let's just get into this. Just for transparency as well, this video is partially sponsored by Giorgio Armani. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of their makeup. A lot of their makeup I will probably be using for my own wedding day, and I think it's just a firm favourite for so many people for their own wedding day, so it's just kind of a perfect fit, I think. A few products will be Armani, a few products will be everything else. I've literally gone to my drawers and picked up everything that I would personally think that I would want to use or that she might be using. I've already got a little bit of moisturiser and under eye cream on. I'm kind of like watching the wedding whilst I'm doing this. I'm going to start off with the Armani Prima Moisturising Balm. For a few reasons. It's super glowy, it's really hydrating, and it's an amazing, amazing base for makeup. It's just wonderfully glowy. Oh, there's Camilla. Oh, and Charles! I just love Charles, he's so cute. Oh, Camilla's hat is nice. She looks gorgeous. What an exciting day for them all. Yeah, this just makes your skin look so glowy and beautiful. Oh, the Queen! The Queen is here. Oh, I love her. The Queenie, she's so cute. This just makes your skin look so glowy. It gives that really gorgeous texture for makeup on top, so perfect. Absolutely adore this product. So nicely moisturised. I'm so excited to see her dress, her hair, her makeup. Right, primer. I'm going to use the one that I think is just one of the best out there, and it's Law by Guerlain. I'm just going to apply that with my hands actually. Just with these gold specks in here, it's just really, feels really hydrating on the skin. It's an absolutely beautiful primer. And on top of the moisturiser, this is going to be a double whammy. And I'm just in my gown, because you know I like to get ready in my gown. And this is how I would do it on my wedding morning. I imagine that Meghan probably looked a lot more fancy than I do. Now, because this is me personally doing this, I wanted to add a bit of an illuminating base to this as well. So I'm going to use my Vita Liberata Beauty Blur. Not necessary, but this is definitely what I will be using on my wedding day. And I imagine that Meghan will have used something beautifully illuminating. It adds a glow, it adds a softness, it also evens out the complexion, and it makes another amazing base of foundation. You don't have to have used this and the primer, but I'm just going all out with the things that will keep everything in place all day. Whatever base that you have that makes your skin lovely and glowy like this, I mean, I just love this product. Oh my gosh, here she is, here she is, here she is. Oh, she's wearing a veil. Oh wow. I'm literally watching on my phone and like, oh wow, she's got her hair up. She's got her hair in like pulled together in a gorgeous like curly bun. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Don't stop the live stream. Oh wow, I thought it would be satin. Smooth, beautiful satin, an incredible train. Oh, Harry looks really nervous. She looks absolutely beautiful. This dress. This train is insane. This veil more like, the veil is insane. This church is what an incredible day for them. The most perfect weather. This is so emotional. I'm gonna start crying soon. I'm gonna start crying in a minute. Oh, getting emotional. Oh, there's Prince Charles. Oh, I love him. Oh. God, what is wrong with me? Oh god, I'm gonna get red eyes. Don't get red eyes, don't get red eyes. Oh, she looks beautiful. She looks like she's got quite a deep smoky eye on. There's some pressure for this opera singer right now. God, the whole world is watching you right at this moment. Oh, she's showing her makeup now. Oh. Oh, it's so natural. It's really glowy, natural, not much contour, very light amount of blush and bronze. Got a bit of a smoky eye, deep bronzes. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love this lipstick she's wearing. It's like a coral pink. I'm thinking, what can I use for this? Okay, so for the base, I'm going to use Luminous Silk Foundation from Armani. According to her former makeup artist, this is her favourite foundation and she likes to use it on a beauty blender. So that's what I'm going to use today because the chances are that she's using her favourite. It's quite a medium coverage. Apparently Megan likes to wear it because it still shows her freckles through the foundation. I wish I had a few more, but I don't. It's also amazing for weddings because there's no SPF, which means there's no flashback. It's also very buildable. You can keep building this throughout the day and it will not start to cake. It just merges together beautifully. That's just Armani foundations for you. This is some of the best. So you can just keep building it in your T-zone, for example. You could add a light layer so it's quite medium and then keep building in the areas that you like. But overall, it's your skin but better. It's quite a natural, dewy glow finish and it's just amazing for weddings. So that's what I'm going to use on a nice, clean, fresh beauty blender. What I'm going to do is apply that directly onto a brush. I'm just going to dab this around the face. From what I can see here of Megan, she is very, very natural. Does not look like she's wearing very much foundation. So actually, I think she might be wearing this foundation. It's actually so nice to do this tutorial as it's happening. I'm so glad I decided to do this. It's just really nice to be recreating it on the actual wedding day. Like, to have this video in my archives now will be rather nice. And actually it'd be really good for me to do this anyway, just for ideas for my own wedding, just so I remember exactly what I used to get this look. As I was saying, you can just add more in the places that you wanted it, and add a little bit more through my T-zone. This coral pink lip is stunning. I'm literally racking my brains of which pink coral lip I should use for this because it's beautiful. It almost looks quite somewhat matte as well, actually. It's almost somewhere in between the two, I feel. That matches my skin so well today. I just tanned. And then of course, after I've had a little bit of bronze and all of that, it'll look pretty great. Can you see how there's something natural yet still quite flawless about this foundation? It's picking up the light without looking extremely over the top dewy. And it's really perfected the skin. And like I said, you can just keep building this up. Say if this is your wedding day and you want to do top-ups, you could just keep working into this and it won't get cakey, it'll just keep merging. Concealer. I'm going to go with the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Concealer. I'm going to use that on my Bobbi Brown brush. I always like to use something that's quite peachy here and then I like to go over it with something a little lighter. So that was shade Neutral 10 and I'm just going to go in with this one, which is Neutral 3. Because I mean, looking at all these pictures and watching the live feed now, it doesn't look like she's got absolutely loads on, so I think I'm going to leave it like that. It's kind of flawless, it's not over the top, there isn't too much on, it's quite nice and light underneath the eyes. I'm going to put on a little bit of one of my old favourites, the By Terry Baume de Rose Lip Balm. It's a brand new pot from Selfridges and I'm very excited about it. I used to absolutely love this lip balm. Press that in. Right, I think I'm going to do brows first actually. Her whole look is extremely natural here. I mean, I'm quite glad now I've had my eyebrows dyed so they're a bit darker, they're a little bit more like hers. And it looks like she's literally just filled them the tiniest bit. There's barely much going on here with the brows. So I'm just going to use the Armani Eye and Brow Maestro and my one and only, the Giorgio Armani eyebrow brush. It's the only one I've used for years, the one I swear by. So just keeping this really natural really. I'm just going to follow my natural shape, filling in any little bits that just need a touch of filling in. Yeah, it looks kind of like she's kind of got them brushed up here, quite straight across the top. Yeah, and then very similar to my own brow shape actually. I mean, it's not overly perfected, but it's not also super natural brow, so I'm just gonna do them the way I do my own. It looks very similar. I fill a little bit extra in here because it looks a little bit thicker. And just into a nice easy point. Just brushing them through to keep it a little bit more natural. Yeah, and then a bit more. Not got much product here and it's just brushed up. Just like that, really, really easy. And I'm just going to set that with the Benefit Ready Set Brow. This is an absolute favourite of mine at the moment. It really does keep them in place all day. Just into a very simple eyebrow shape. Right, I'm going to start working into the skin a little more. Oh, she has such beautiful freckles. I'm going to use the brand new Armani Neo Nude Fusion powders. These are insane. The way that these work is that the powders, they were once liquids and they've been baked down into this amazing powder, which means that when you add them onto your face, say if you've got like loads of moisturiser on and your skin is a little tacky and damp, this will kind of adhere to moisture in your face and almost form this veil. They are so highly like advanced, like the technology in these, it's amazing. But they also work wonderfully as like setting powders. I'm going to use shade 5.5 here and I'm just going to add it into areas where I just want to add a touch of coverage, but also to start setting down areas of the face. On this, I'm just using the brand new Real Techniques finish brush. I don't want to take away too much dew though, because her skin looks really dewy today. I wish I had more of a tan. I don't look at all tan today. Okay, there's no real contour that I can see, it's just a wonderful bronze. So I'm going to use the Armani Fusion powder, this time in number 8, which gives a really pretty bronze. And I'm going to use my Armani bronzer brush for this. So as you can see, it's just bronzer is swept high up on the cheek, as well as blush, but we'll add that in a second. She's got it up here around the top of her hairline. I mean, she has incredible cheeks, so she's got the top of her cheeks a little more covered. So sweeping this down the neck and onto the décolletage. But I'm literally just doing big motions, sweeping it over the cheek, because I don't really want it to look contoured as such. It just needs to look bronzy and sun-kissed. I mean, she looks absolutely beautifully sun-kissed. It looks like she's got a touch of bronzer here and here. This honestly works so beautifully as a bronze, and it's so buildable. So that's what I can see. I can just see this like this, worked up over the face, a little bit over the forehead. I mean, it's hard because she's also very tanned compared to myself. Now for blusher, it is a really pretty coral toned blush. So I've had a little look in my collection and I've got the Benefit, is it California? Which could add a nice feel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of dip my brush into the Fusion powder number 8 and then into the California, and it will hopefully give me quite a nice warm toned coral. I really like that actually. It's really pretty. I'm just going to go with the Armani Kabuki and just blend all of that there together a little. Like I said, it doesn't look like she's been contoured or anything, so I just don't want any real harsh lines here. What I think I'm just going to add as well is a little touch of one of my absolute favourites, the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Summer Palette. It's still available. This shade looks like it could work quite nicely as well, just to deepen that up a tiny touch. And she's got it quite high up here on her cheeks, kind of this section here. But that's because she has wonderful cheekbones. I mean, that works quite nicely actually in terms of the shade. That shade is really, really nice, but I've still got the glow of that California beneath. Okay, again, just back with my Kabuki. Blend that out. This brush is so nice. It's really, really nice. I think I want to start using this every day actually, just to blend everything together. My skin looks really lovely actually. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more on a smaller brush of the powder from earlier. Just a little bit more into this area to ensure I'm definitely not shiny, but that I'm glowing. And I mean, you can still see this powder isn't taking away that glow whatsoever. It's just setting everything down, but keeping everything wonderfully glowy. I think this is definitely becoming my favourite powder. I am a big fan of this so far. Now, in terms of highlight, it looks very, very, very minimal and it looks a bit golden toned. So, do you know what I'm going to use? I wasn't going to use it, but actually, I think it's perfect for this. Yeah, it looks like a really pretty gold, which looks just like this from Armani. The A highlight in number 10, which is the golden shade. There is also number 11, which I'd like to use a little bit off because it's a little bit more champagne-y. But I think the majority of this highlight, from the looks of it, is a golden toned, creamy blush. So I'm just going to take that onto the back of my hand. that beautiful? Mainly this area here that she seems to have highlights, so I don't want to take it too low. I just want it to be mainly this section. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and ensure I've not got too much of that. Perfect. Now she seems to have a little bit of highlighter here on her nose and on the tip of her nose as well. Very subtly, which is why this works really well, this highlight, because it's not too over the top. A little bit there. It's just catching the light here, it's not doing loads. Teeny bit here. Yeah, okay, so her eyes, I've got a picture here of her blinking and it's just taupey brown with a touch of liner and a bit of a deeper brown to the outside. Okay, wonderful. Right, so I believe we have the skin completed now. Do you know what, I'm just going to add a little bit, just to ensure we definitely got that dewiness that she seems to have. I'm going to add a little bit of the RMS Luminizer, literally the tiniest little bit. Just put the nose just on these sections here. We don't want too much glow. We don't want too much glow going down. Okay, great. Great. I'm really liking this look a lot. I'm going to start off, it looks like she's got quite a lovely creamy base all the way up to here. So I am going to kick this off with the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, which I'm really digging at the moment. Right, I'm going to start off with Heaven. It's a really great creamy pale shade. I'm working that straight up to the brow bone. Just a light sweep that all over the lid so we can start working into it. But it definitely looks like she's got a lighter tone, up here especially. I'm going to go into the Naked Heat palette. I'm going to use this one here, Vibrate. And again, I'm just going to work that over this area. It's a little creamier, building up those shades. Yeah, that looks great. Just nice and creamy and a great set base. Now, just so I can start working in with these browns, I'm just going to do what I would usually do, which is add a bit of a crease shade. Now, she's not gone crazy on this. Chances are she does have a little bit of a crease shade down though. I'm going to go for this one here, Strip Poker. This is super subtle, so it's not something you're going to see too heavily. But it's just going to help us get that transition nicely through the socket of the lid. See how subtle that is? It's really nice. I just prefer to lay down a crease shade like this. It's quite subtle, as it helps when you then put on a darker shade. You're not going to go over it. I feel like it almost lays down your outline a little bit. I'm going to use some of these from Burberry. I absolutely love these pots, and they have that kind of style of sheen to them from what I can see from the pictures. So I think I'm going to use these. I think this one here is Mink on my Sigma Blending E25 brush. I just feel like this sheen that I can see on her eyes and this sort of almost like minky brown to this inner start of it. I just feel like this could work. So I'm just going to go straight in. Just follow my eye socket really. Can you see that sort of taupey brown? And I'm working that right up. And she's got a very round shape, so it just literally comes round. There's no wing here, just this sort of shape really. Okay, I'm liking that actually as the base first of all, and then I think that when we start adding extra colours it'll all darken up, but this will be a lovely mink brown base. And actually this is an amazing shade for a wedding day. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use my Too Faced Natural Love palette. I'm going to use this one here, Spoiled. I don't want to go too warm. It doesn't look all that warm. Working nicely over that cream base as well that I put down from Burberry. Now I know I should have done my eyeshadow first, but it's a bad habit of mine. I never do my eyeshadow first. I don't know why. And now I just want something that's deeper than that. So I'm going to go for this. The Modern Renaissance palette, Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to use them on the end. Cypress Umber. I absolutely love this look. I'm going to use a little bit of this here. Primavera. Yeah, I can just spot a little bit of gold here on the pictures from what I've seen anyway. So I'm just going to put a little bit of gold into this inner corner. She's wearing eyeliner. So I'm going to go for the Tom Ford eyeliner. This is a high definition eyeliner in ebony. Tight line. Excuse me one second while I just tight line my eye. I have to look right in the mirror. So from what I can see, her eyeliner goes all the way down into this inner corner here, and then just round into a tear duct as well. I just want to do a little bit of eyeliner as well on the very top lashes, just to add some definition there as well. And use my Tom Ford angled brush just to kind of blend that out over the top and just up into the rest of the eye. I don't want it to look like a line, I just want it to look like a gradient down to this darker lash line. She doesn't really have anything coming down to that lower lash, so I'm just going to do a tiny little bit to connect the two, and that is literally it, just what I've got left on my brush. Keep those quite rounded, otherwise a lower lash line seems to be quite natural. All she has is a little bit, it looks like just a little bit of mascara, so I'm going to use my Armani Eccentrico mascara. Just one of my absolute favourites. I'm just going to do my lower lashes. A very light coat of mascara. She's got very much on at all. I would also use this on my top lashes, but I currently have my Nouveau lashes, my SVS lashes, so I don't need anything on there right now. In terms of her lashes, yeah, it looks like she has a lovely thick set of lashes on, to be honest. So I would not be surprised if she also has some Russians or something like this. Okay, so how are we looking now? I've cleaned everything up, everything looks fine. Make sure that this is all rounded. Okay, and the last thing I think we need to do is the lips. Now this is very coral toned. I'm almost wondering if this would work, but it looks kind of similar. She doesn't look like she's wearing any liner either. Okay, I've been playing around with some lipsticks. I think I've got a winner. I'm trying to get this perfect shade. I'm going to go for a little tiny bit of liner because I think that liner goes a long way. I'm just going to use my usual Rimmel. This is a Cappuccino liner. And because she looks like she's not wearing much, I'm literally going to fully rub that, almost like it's not there, but it just helps define the lips. Okay, this is what I think I'm going to go with. This is the Armani 300. Now it's quite a corally tone, but hang with me here guys, hang with me. I'm just going to pat that in, because these just, it doesn't look like there's a lot of definition here for her on her lips. Okay, so that's quite orangey. Now, over the top, I'm going to add the Clinique Melon Pop in 05, which is lighter, a little pinker, and still coral. I'm just going to blot that because I don't want too much shine. I love that colour. That colour with this eye look is so nice. Okay, let me just double check again. Got brows, the lashes, a very light glow. Okay, so I've just put on a little white top so I'm out of my gown, and I've tied my hair back. I'll be honest, I'd need a proper stylist to be able to get her look, and we've not yet seen it because obviously she's wearing her beautiful tiara and the veil over the top, so I just kind of tied everything back. The other thing I want to do is just add some Armani Privé Pivoine Suzu. It's just the most incredible scent, and I think anyone would love to wear this on their wedding day. So this is what I'm imagining she is wearing, because I'm probably going to be wearing this on my wedding day. It's just the most beautiful smell. Amazing. The only other thing I do want to do actually is just add a touch more liner to the lower lash line. Skin tone's darker and she has darker hair, so this area does look a little darker than what I have done here, so I just want a little bit more. I'm literally just sort of scrubbing that into my lashes really, nothing really defining. I love this look. I absolutely love this. Okay guys, that is the whole look complete. I have had the best afternoon creating this, so I really hope you've enjoyed watching it. Like I said, this is my interpretation of Meghan's makeup. I'm really looking forward actually to finding out exactly what she did wear. I would put a good guess on it being the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what lipstick exactly it was, because I think it's going to sell out like hotcakes, that's for sure. I must admit, I think I've got quite close to it with this, and I really love this combination. The Armani with the Clinique over the top. The overall look, I'm a big fan of. I mean, she looks absolutely beautiful, so I hope that you think I've done her proud. I'll leave everything that I have put on here down below linked in the description bar in order that I used it, as well as all of the brushes and of course the perfume. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed watching along with the wedding. I'm actually so glad that I did this today. It's just a really nice thing to remember the day and to have this in my videos as something that I did on the day. I was reviewing what she was wearing on her face, interpreting what I thought she might have been using. So I've had the best time. So I hope you enjoyed it guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you're not already subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you subscribed. Please hit the picture of my face on the screen and come back for some more. I'd love to have you. And to everyone, thank you so much for watching. The biggest congratulations to Meghan and Harry on their wedding day, and to all of the royal family. Take care guys, I'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah.